in the lecture series where we are in this lecture series of multi-threading in Java, right now we are going through the executor framework. In the previous lecture, I explained about the executor framework's class hierarchy. We saw in that lecture of the class hierarchy that the executor interface sits at the very top of that hierarchy. So in this lecture, we will go through in details about the executor interface, what are the functionalities that it provides, and what are the methods that it provides. So let us start with this video. If you haven't seen the previous video, I will strongly recommend that you should go through this class hierarchy video to understand this in much more contexted way. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel so that you can get to view all the content that I keep on posting here. Thank you. Now let us start with the lecture. So executor interface is basically the parent interface of the executor framework. It sits in the package of java.util.concurrent, as all the classes which are related to concurrent execution is provided in this package. So now what does the executor interface, why it is built? So this interface basically provides a way of decoupling task submission from the mechanics of how each task will be run. Now what does it mean? It simply means that let's say you have a task which you need to do with a separate thread. Now that thread pool doesn't need to know that which task needs to be executed in which way. So this interface provides you that decoupling, including details of thread use and scheduling. So as we go through the details of each and every implementing interfaces or the sub interfaces of this executor interface, you will get to know that what is it is basically saying. As I explained in the previous lecture also, that there are different sub interfaces which implements this executor interface. So there is an interface where you can create thread pools, where you can schedule tasks to occur in the future. So all those things that this interface makes sure that the client code doesn't need to know that which kind of thread pool is being used in behind, that the client code only needs to submit a task, and the executor interface provides that abstraction where the client code doesn't need to know that how that task will be executed. It will simply submit the task to the executor, and the execution of the task is taken care by the executor framework itself. So an executor is normally used instead of explicitly creating threads. So whenever you are providing a new task, generally it is not done that for each new task you are creating a new thread. Generally you have an already defined executor which maintains a thread pool, and you use one of the free threads from the thread pool to execute the newly submitted task. So, however, the executor interface does not strictly require that execution is asynchronous. So you can define an executor where the task which is being submitted is immediately called using the calling thread, that is the client thread which is submitting the task, that is the thread which is executing the task. You can write your code in that way, but generally if you are using the executor interface, you won't do that, because you can then simply write the code in your client's code base only. You don't need to create the entire executor frameworks layer in your code. So if you are using executor framework, it is highly recommended that you will be using different thread pools or asynchronous processing to process the task asynchronously or for multi-threading purposes. Now let us go through the method details. So this executor interface only has one method. That method's return type is void. Its name is execute, and it takes a task runnable. So all the implementing interfaces and the sub interfaces and the implementing concrete classes, they will have to provide an implementation of this execute. That is, they will have to create a thread pool, and they will have to actually run the runnable so that the execution of the task happens. So this is the basic idea of this executor parent interface. It doesn't do much. It is simply providing a single execute method. But the entire purpose of this interface is it provides an abstraction for the client which needs a task to be done from. It creates an abstraction in such a way that the client doesn't need to know that how that task will be run. it doesn't need to know that how the task will be executed. It will only create a task and submit it. Internally, you can choose different thread pools to run the task in different ways, and you can choose different ways of tasks also. We will go through in details about each and every ways of tasks that you can create, what kind of tasks should be created in which places in the future lecture series. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and give me a thumbs up on the video. Thank you.